What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's episode, I sat down with a Liberian entrepreneur and artist called Eddie King, who has built multiple businesses despite starting and losing a lot of money. He shares his journey, the struggles, the lessons, and how he turned setbacks into growth. Now, with experience, he reflects on what he would have done differently and offer real advice to Liberians in the diaspora. It's an inspiring conversation about building, failing, learning, and thriving in Liberia. With that being said, let's get right into the video, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Like always, I'm your favorite Liberian boy, Fizzo, and in today's video, we have a guest here. His name is Eddie King. He's also an artist, but before an artist, he's a businessman and entrepreneur. So we're gonna be asking him some questions, especially for those of you in the diaspora that's been asking me, what does it take to have a business in Liberia? The challenges people face, why owning a business in Liberia. He is going to be answering all those questions today because he is not just an entrepreneur, but a businessman right here in Liberia. You understand? So please introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, guys. I'm Eddie King. You already know, entrepreneur, artist, international Liberian artist, entrepreneur, business owners, family man.
Yeah, I forgot to say that, guys. He's also a family man. He's a family man, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. Okay, so what was growing up for you like in Liberia or wherever you grew up?
I never grew up in Liberia.
Okay.
I never knew Liberia at all. My first time coming here was 2019.
The very first
The very first time I decided to know was 2019.
Wow.
Well, I was born here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
From a Crown background. Mom, Crown, dad, Crown. Like I said, I never grew up here.
Yeah.
So during the war, I got out of here, according to the story. I was in Ghana.
Okay.
Well, Ivory Coast at first. Grew up in Ivory Coast until maybe I was 12.
Yo, so you speak a little French?
I understand it now.
Okay.
Before, I used to speak it.
Wow.
But I can understand it well.
Okay.
So that when I travel France and things like that, it's kind of easy just to understand and move around. I mean, one at a time can come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So grew up in Ivory Coast till maybe I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And then they talk about coming to America. So they wanted us to go Ghana.
Wow.
So when Ghana, I was there from 12 years old all the way to I was 18, 19. And that was how I ended up in the States. So I grew up there too. I was in Ghana for quite a while. I mean, I've traveled a little bit around the country, the world. But where I live, definitely, I've never been in Liberia. This is literally a whole new, different land to me. Okay. The lifestyle. Funny thing about it is I love it.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Some people, when they come back, they find it's so hard to adjust.
Yeah, something that you're not used to.
Yeah.
Because Liberian way of living is totally different from Ivory Coast way. Well, should I say maybe because I was young, so there was not really a lot of obligations. Or not really a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
So you wouldn't know how is it like growing up.
Yeah.
But me personally, I just like it. I think it's free. It's a country of free land also.
Yeah.
So
very free.
Yeah, very, very free. So and I like freedom. So I don't like to be somewhere where I'm really tied up. So yeah.
A lot of you guys that come from the States always stress on the freedom.
Very important.
Really?
Bro, you just don't understand because over there, especially in the States, anywhere part of the world, like the Western area, the people deal with rules and regulations, and there's one way. They always tell you don't do this. If you do this, there are repercussions, right?
Consequences.
So 9 out of 10, if you do stuff like that, which most of the time doesn't favor us, especially for our color.
Yeah.
So a white man probably can do that. We will do that and get away with it. But if a black man do it, matter of fact, African man as a whole, the next thing you are gonna probably be deported, disgraced, whatever way. So they build a system that's not befitting for us. That don't benefit us. But if you have a hustling mentality, all you need to do is just go there, have your mindset, do what you need to do, and then
So would you say that that was one of the things that made you want to come back home? Because
No, actually, that was not even it. Freedom was not even it because first thing first, I wanted to see my dad.
okay,
Yeah, because since I left him, it took like 18 years.
what?
Yes, it took like 18 years before I could even see him again, and that was because I came 2019. So it was something I really wanted to do. I just wanted to come in, see the place, see my dad, see how he's living.
Yeah.
And, he's old, not really like old, but he's in his 60s.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, okay, it's best time to go and see him just in case. And it's not like you're praying for the worst, but you are also getting prepared for the worst.
Exactly.
So, so I decided to come back 2019 after 18 years. First time I saw him, it was crazy because I left him in Ghana and I was a baby. Not like really a baby, but like
Really young.
12 and 13. So that was very young.
That was really young.
And that was that. About my mom, I never even know her. So it was like I needed to really get back to my family to know who I really am. I just used to hear that, okay, your mom is this, your pop is this. I grew up with him, but not for long. It was with my granddad. So my granddad really raised me up.
Okay.
Yeah. So all this movement I was doing was strictly with my granddad. It wasn't even with him. So like when I had an opportunity to come back and see him, I was excited. That was really what it brought me. Now entering here, I didn't see anything else but opportunities. Yeah, literally. Because if you're a business person or your mindset is all about investing or doubling your income.
Yeah.
When you go somewhere, you look for a way, you look for opportunity. You know what I mean? So I said, this country is a virgin land.
It
like
is.
literally, anything can work in here.
is.
So I started with a few businesses. I started with I wanted to start with a car rental place.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Did you try it already or?
yeah, I did try. Well, now it's working now, but before it never did, and that was because I got in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to find trustworthy.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even that. The land that I found right on the road, ERW Junction. The guy actually was an American too, a Liberian American.
Yeah.
He's living in Colorado or something like that. So his person that was taking care of him, taking care of his land, contacted him and said, hey, there's a guy that tried to rent your place. Because I really wanted to buy it, but he said he wasn't selling it. So I wanted to lease it. So went into agreement and stuff, asked me to fix the place and do everything else. We move on. And then the moment I left, after fixing the place, fencing it, putting a boot, everything else, right after I left, they broke the lock, they put their own lock there.
Why was that? What was the reason?
It's just Liberian. Yeah, there's no reasons behind it. And when I tried calling him, I never got a response. There's really not really a law system going on here that support anything that you have, especially if you don't have the connections.
True.
So I just let it slide.
Yeah.
And
because court costs money too.
yeah, and my dad was like, look, I heard a lot of people saying like, you gotta be careful running after land business, and that's why I see, because people down here will literally just kill you for no reason.
True.
So I'm like, hey, I'm not even about to, I just getting started. It's okay. Good thing, I never even had a car in the country. So I was okay, because I got into that car rental thing because car was a very needed thing. Because when I came 2019, I was literally paying like $3,000 a month
on car
for a car, and I stayed here for at least 2 months. Was it 2 or 3 months? Yeah, because like I was so excited, and my dad was in Grand Gita, so I had to move him over here so that he can be with me for that whole time. Yeah. So he was with me the whole time. So going to the hotel for like 2-3 months, and then I was renting.
That's like over $6,000 you spent just on car rental.
Just on car rental. So when I saw it, I said, nah, this is something that I can fix.
Logistics is,
you know what I mean? Money. So now I started to find solutions. And that's how I came up with that first, but that didn't work out. Wow. That didn't work out good at all. But that happened, I was like, hey, it's not gonna stop. I'm not just gonna give up. It's my first year. I didn't even come for business. I wanted to see, but because there was an opportunity, I decided to jump on it. But people took advantage of that because they felt like, okay, this guy's new. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't have the right people around him yet. So that's how the business felt. Yeah.
Okay, so looking at this establishment that we are in right now, what was your mindset when you decide to do this?
Okay. So why I was like devastated, right? Like just mad, and I tried calling the guy and not answering anything. I was like, all right, I'm gonna work, find a way to go back and find something. And a friend of mine called me. He said, hey, bro, I need money. And I was like, bro, I'm not a bank.
I don't loan.
I don't loan. And he's like, no, honestly, I need your help. But you know, if there's anything that you can do to actually help me out, do it. I said, yeah, I know, I want to help you, but honestly, I'm thinking on investment.
Okay.
So at that time, I had established my business. I established a business with me and my wife. It's called Errands Motors, a case auto dealership. So my son loved cars. So instead of me going to buy him toy cars all the time, I decided to open up a whole a dealership for him, but it's all kids toys. Very, very nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so that way I was that day when that happened. So when he called me, I was like, no, I can't do it, bro. I mean, it's not like I don't want to help you, but it gotta be something because I'm planning on investing back home. Then he said, okay, say you are planning on investing back home. How about this? I have a land. I have a land that is good. I just bought it, but if you can just go ahead and buy it from me, I would appreciate that. And I said, okay, now you are talking. So how many lot is it? It says 1 acre. So I said, cool. I went ahead, I bought that. That's not even this far. So that's what I was working on.
Wow.
Yeah, so I called my wife and I told her, I said, look, man, we just got a land. Let's do something on it. I think Liberia is a good place for investments. You know, America is really not, I mean, it's a hustle ground on it.
Yeah, it is.
You know, just go do what you need to do and then
Come back home.
Yeah. It doesn't matter even if you decide to take it Liberia, Ghana, or any other part of the world. But
It's
just
still
make
Africa,
but just make sure it's not over there. And she's like, okay, it's a good thing. So we started a hotel business. We started building a hotel. You know, and while doing that, this land got opened up. And the way it opened, there was a guy, the guy that did it, this, a land dealer. This was his own property. He sold it, rest in peace, he's dead now. But that was his own property here.
Yeah.
So he was like, I see what you're doing, bro. I already have a land right on the road. I don't know what you want to do, but I feel that you will do something with it. So I said, you know what? Along the whole Marshall Road, there's no gas station. Yeah. So this place was supposed to be a gas station.
Wow.
That was the whole purpose of buying this land.
Wow.
Yes. So I said, this would really be nice for a gas station. And, you know, and he's like, oh yeah, that's very good because we don't really have like a real
gas station.
Gas station
For the longest time.
Yeah.
For the longest
Except just this one now that it just opened up.
And guess what? That building, I mistook it from your building when I was coming because it looks the same.
Yes.
I don't know if they copy.
That's a lot of people actually did that. There's one more actually be on Komata Papa Road.
Yeah.
They try to do the same thing, and most people will come here and take a picture and take it. They will even ask for my engineer.
Oh, okay.
And I will give them the contact. But he don't have sense. Instead of him creating something different, he will give them almost exactly the same thing. But either way, and that was how this whole place came about. So when we got the gas station place, and my wife wanted to do beauty salon.
Okay.
Yeah, literally. She loved hair, she loved makeup, she loved all these feminine stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, we rented a place in Konkata. I rented a place 2 years. So when we got the place for 2 years, apparently it didn't work out because the guy, right after we put the money in hand to $22,000, he decided to sell the place.
What? Did he refund you
No,
guys?
up to now we still don't have our refund.
God. This
It's a lot.
I mean, these are some of the challenges though.
Yeah. So
but
now
we'll get to the challenges.
Yeah. So now when my wife was just crying and feeling bad and she was like, oh my God, and she have ordered all her things already, like all this stuff was already on the container coming out.
Wow.
Matter of fact, it was here. We actually have offloaded.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Wow.
In the place. While we changed the towel, we layered it, renovated the whole place, painted the whole place, made the place, the value to go up.
Yeah.
And then boom, we got strike. So I was like, you know what? No, don't worry. She had no idea. I called my guys, I deployed the whole team here, fenced the place. Yeah. And I said, let's go. She said, well, where are we going? I said, we're going to the site because our site is right across it too.
Oh, okay. You guys are building right across there?
And she said, well, we're going. I said, we're going to the site. So she didn't know that we're coming. So Kim would stop. And I was like, man, the guys were already here working.
Wow.
So I was like, look across there. Let's walk up there. This is your site. You can build anything you want to build here and I'll fund it. She said, what? I said, yeah. So that's how surprisingly, we did that. But now, when we call the guy, she think very broad, like, so smart. So she's like, instead of us just having the downflow, because normally when people like this have that, they will have like like those storage that the people can be selling, like they will have the storages underneath, and then the buildings on top.
Yeah, they'll have stores under.
Stores, there we go. Stores will be on her, and she, instead of her doing that, she was like, everybody's doing this thing. Let's do something different. So that's how she came up with this two. It was just two. Like the mini mart and then her beauty salon. And then up there was supposed to be where we were supposed to live.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, man, I don't need to be living here right now. We need something that will be giving me something.
You're thinking like a real business.
Yeah,
I don't. Let's maximize the space.
Yeah, no, let's make and good thing about it, we actually made it in a way that we can still put something on top of it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
so I'm like, if that's the case, I don't need a place to stay right now. I don't be here all year. You don't be here all year.
Yeah.
So we don't really need a spot to really be here. Like we can find a good spot up there, pay like $3,000, $4,000 a year,
True.
and we will be okay.
True.
So she was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. And she found this nice spot also. She's the one that found that spot too. So while she was doing this, and I'm like, okay, since you already got your two, which is your mini mart and your salon.
Yeah.
How about instead of putting a sleeping place out there, how about we put something out there for me? And she's like, oh, it makes sense. So that's why when I helped throw the cigar lounge
up there.
Yeah, I like cigars, I like smoke, so I was like, you know what, it makes sense. Instead of me having a club just like everybody else is, I decided to have something very chill because this whole spot is a chill spot. Like we want to bring people that don't want the noise. That's what I'm saying, because it's a quiet place. So that's how this street just came about, and this literally just came about. But this spot was technically supposed to be a gas station.
But I mean, it's better than a gas station.
Of course. I mean, there's no regrets in those decisions, because now like. Surprisingly, you were just telling me that you guys are looking for a place to eat.
Yeah.
And
this was the only place that had food. This was the only place that had food.
You see?
The whole of Marshall, we tore up and down looking for food, but this was the only one that had food.
So when I heard that, I was like, that's good. That's very good. I'm super excited. But and that's how we end up with King's Plaza. So nice. I had this thing in mind, like in the state, if we talk about plaza, it's many businesses. It's not just one. 9 out of 10 is never. The plaza is owned by somebody who's renting the space
out. So different businesses.
So different big businesses.
Yes.
So, but for the fact that I was like, this right here is all us. So let's just name it King Plaza. Like it's a little plaza. Everything else, she has a place, everybody. You know what I mean? So that's how we just came up with that whole name. I think it was unique.
Okay. So now let's get to the actual question. What are some of the challenges you face as a business person in Liberia? So
one of the major challenge, like literally, I would say maybe if anybody can conquer that, they will be okay. But I don't think it's possible. One is finding the right person.
Okay.
Yeah,
the right person to oversee your business.
Finding the right person to oversee or run, even someone to manage. Let's put it that way. Okay. Because especially if you're not going to be living here, you have to have someone.
The
crazy thing about it is you have to have someone, whether you like it or not. Because you are not living here. Somebody has to be here by all means.
Okay. So, but for those people that want to come back home and open business that they will manage themselves,
right?
Well, that aspect can be eliminated already.
No, it cannot be, because even in building the business, you still need somebody to be running it, or at least to be running whatsoever errand that needs to be done.
That's true.
So somebody is still needed. That's where I can literally tell you, every single person that in the diaspora have this issue, because nobody want to be trusted. They want to eat more than the owner. So let's assume that you have someone, you are building a store, because that's the common one. Store, houses, right? Building a house, building a store, you're gonna need somebody overseer that will make sure that your rock and sand and wood and all these things are all inside and the materials are safe and things like that, right? Okay. Now this is where we lose. When you send about 5, 10, 15, $20,000, because sometimes it depends on what you are building. And, you know, like some of us don't like any small investments, even if it costs us to get drained. And then hope for that, and no problem. And, you know, but in doing so, if you send them XYZ amount of money, instead of them literally, okay, the funny thing is, you will still send them money for themselves.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Exactly. You still send them money for them.
But they will still think it's not enough.
You send them transport. Let's assume if I'm sending about, let's say, $5,000. Right. Send $5,000 to Western Union, and I was like, hey, this is for the sand, rock, and then we do the breakdown, right? And we say, okay, XYZ, $100, $150 is left over. Out of that $100 and $150, take $100 for yourself, food and transportation and things like that. And then the $50 you use it for miscellaneous. It can be like maybe having some boys like towing some wood, you know, some transportation purpose, you know, just anything, right? Because if you want one or two things, somebody will want to wash your car, you want to take that extra, you know, money and $5 to give them, things like that. All right, now instead of them actually doing exactly what I need to be done, like maybe you need like 3 lower, let's say 5 lower sand, 5 lower rock, they will go and give you 3, and they take the other ones. I will tell you something, I will tell you a story. When we started that building, my dad, and it's heartbreaking, but I have to say it just to let people know that, listen, this is a major challenge because your own people are the ones that are going to get you down always. So, mind you, a load of sand, $75, maybe $100 maximum, right? Plus transportation. At that time, I never had a truck. $150. So now we say $100 for the lower sand and $150 for transportation. So that's $250.
$250, I mean.
Okay. My dad was taking, guess how much he was taking? $500
for a load of sand.
For one load. That includes transportation.
Wow.
And when we started there, we were doing about 30 lower sand, 30 lower rock.
What?
Imagine that.
Wait. If you guys are having that much load, that means the building you're building is not like a...
No, it's not a...
It's no small investment.
No, I don't do small investment.
Wow.
My wife and our brain is a little bit, I guess it's... And I take this always because when people see that this is us, they be like, nah, you guys, that's not you don't have sense. That's the first thing they can say. You don't have sense.
Why do you?
And I'm like, why? And it's like, because how can you be this young instead of you're enjoying yourself? So you're traveling the world, but yet you are taking every penny and creating something that you're probably never gonna finish. Trust me. The people think that the building that we are putting down is probably about $5 million.
$5 million.
I would say 3 to 5. Or maybe the 3 for the building itself, and then maybe for like the extra.
It's like a multi-purpose building.
Yeah, interior decorations and things like that, maybe a little bit. But when the right time comes, you guys will see. Because I like to not really voice certain things out until
it's done.
It's done, and that's how we actually did this. I didn't post any of these things until it was completed. And even when it got completed, people didn't even know that it was mine. They had no idea that it was young people that did this thing. Anybody come through, they thought that was it.
I remember the first time I saw this building, I was going to Coco and Echo Lodge. I was going to shoot Coco and Echo Lodge. And I saw this building, I'm like, I thought I passed the building.
At that time, it was all open up.
Okay, let me go back. When I went back, I came back. They're like, first thing first, they said, "Oh, it's one Liberian artist." I'm like, Liberian artist,
right?
And it's like, and then I went online and I saw that, oh, you're working with Jackie, and some other people I know. I'm like, wow,
like. Jackie shot a lot of videos for me. He shot he shot Pangantin, he shot a lot of, even my vlogs, like every time I come to Liberia, he will go and pick me up from the airport and give me my whole rundown when I'm doing a radio tour or whatsoever. He's always available for stuff like that. So, no big shout out to Jackie, man.
Yeah, and he made this interview happen.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So when I saw it, I was like, I must interview this guy. It's not just, I told you in the beginning that I wanted to interview you because I wanted for people in the diaspora to understand what it takes to do business in Liberia.
Right.
But there is another reason I'm doing this. The other reason is I just want to show the youth of Liberia that you don't have to be a politician to make money or to do something great.
No, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you, and the people, and you don't really need to be rich to do this. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be someone that make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You just have to be able to manage your money the right way. Because you see now people, it's funny because people think that we are rich.
Yeah.
I swear to God. But it's just we manage the right way.
If you say people, I think I'm one of those people. Because
You see what I'm saying? So you see,
so please break it down for me.
so let's assume that maybe my wife I work all year and make about 70,000, 80,000. I made
That's money though.
I made about 100, 150,000, right?
Yeah.
Just saying, maybe the 100,000. And then we come in, now we join this and we say, okay, we're gonna put $100,000 in SBASI. We're gonna take $20,000 for maybe upkeep for the kids, for the family.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take $10,000 each or $2,000 each for ourselves. Now, even though I have 10 for myself, she have 10 for herself. That's literally still 20 for us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just never took a trip last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I said. When the trip we took, it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We normally would like.
So you guys are disciplined when it comes to.
When it comes to that, we try to do that because at first it's like, okay, we made $50,000, we made $70,000, we made $80,000, we made $100,000. Well, what can we do? Maybe let's go shopping. Maybe let's go enjoy ourselves.
Yeah,
let's go travel. Let's take the kids somewhere. Yeah. All these things are good, understand? But last year we wanted to make sure that this in November was done.
Yeah.
And we spent every dime, every penny in this. So those are some of the struggles that I really went through. I mean, that you will actually face. I will tell you that. If you want to start, just be mentally prepared. That's one thing.
Mentally.
And financially disciplined. Because if not, you are going to spend on things that's not needed.
Okay.
Because the thing about our engineers, they feel like they know all.
Yeah.
They want to take your, should I say, your dream, and make it theirs. I'm telling you, like they will tell you, wow, this is really nice, but I would prefer it this way. And you understand?
And you know what you want.
And you know what you want.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what you want, you are going to spend unnecessarily. I'm talking about, you know the tile you want in that building, but they're going to come and tell you, no, in Liberia here, we don't use this tile.
Don't use this tile. We'll
you
use
know what I'm saying?
else.
We want this.
Yeah.
Like they literally want to be like, okay, I build it.
Yeah.
Which of course, that credit will never be taken away from you. But your job is to bring life to somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
To make it alive.
Yeah.
But they don't see that.
Wow, that's crazy.
So you are gonna face that. You're gonna face that. You're gonna be mentally ready. You gotta be mentally, financially ready, because you gotta be financially disciplined. I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you are going to spend unnecessarily if you are not. And almost everything, again, I'm not gonna say they will never eat you. Eating you part of the way, eat you, ain't putting like way. You care or you bring it down the way, eat you. It don't matter. Because even yourself, if you say you're going to buy the materials, especially if this your person that's on ground is selfish and all about gaining about himself or herself. These are some of the things that they're going to do. Go to that place that you say you're going to buy and tell the supplier, like, look, this steel rods here that you are paying, that you say is $30. When my boss man come here, 10 years better, $2 for me. You understand that?
I will make sure they buy from you.
Thank you. And I will make sure everything will come through you. The seller or supplier
he
won't
comply
because now you are picking up let's say 2,000 steroids. Do you understand? You are picking up 3/8. You are picking up this. You are picking up 4mm. You are picking up all type of steroids. So he is super excited. Everything gonna go. So now even you, the boss, you go there. He will tell you $6 at first.
Yeah.
Because his boss said he want $5 out of that.
True.
So he or she would tell you $6. And I'm saying this because I experienced it.
Yeah. These are some of the challenges that we were talking about.
So it's funny. The people that were supplying me with these steroids,
Yeah.
people that were supplying me with these bricks, came and asked me these questions.
They came themselves to ask you these questions.
I went there and I was like, why is it my price is so high?
Yeah.
And they laugh. Or 9 out of 10, they're kind of like asking questions and be like, are you sure these people you have around you are your family?
So in your case, it was actually your own family doing it to you?
Yes.
That is crazy.
Remember I was just telling you that. Imagine we're buying like 30 lower sand, 30 lower rock, or 15 lower sand, 15 lower rock at a time, every time.
Wow.
Yes. Me and when we're doing the foundations, it was crazy. And I'm talking about casting.
Yeah.
Casting, one of that building is nothing less than $40,000. Just to cast. It's nothing else.
What?
Just casting. That does not include the engineering pay.
Nothing. No workmanship.
Just casting. Just material and casting. So just imagine that when we are buying 15, 20, and you are taking about 2,000 and you are losing about $250 per load.
That is crazy. Times
So
40.
times 20. You do the math.
20.
Times 20, times 30, times 50. That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on what they ask for at that time. Because you see me, I like to put people in position of power until you give me the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So one fine day, I propose it and not for road,
one day for master.
yeah. And, you know, I decided to take a stroke at the place.
Yeah.
You know. And I found out. And I was like, this is not it.
Yep.
So I don't want you here no more. When it comes to business, don't come around. Still my dad. When it comes to business, don't do it.
Wow.
So you see, again, it will always be your own people. I'm never going to tell you this and say, trust outsiders either. That one thing I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Because I heard stories that a guy, like literally, like just collected all the woman money and he went and traveled the country.
Yep.
So it's normal. It's just that 9 out of 10, you are going to be, if people will eat you. Okay, let me forget about English. People will eat you.
Yeah.
But their eating should be limited. Like, if you are going to lose $5 off $100 or $100 off $1,000, that's 10%.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay, but
compared to if they eat you half.
right. I mean, it's not okay, but I would prefer having someone like that.
Yeah.
That still get my work done, but yet there are some people that are actually smart.
Yeah.
Like my guy, I know. Sometimes he will cut his own deal. Like he will go. The actual price will probably be like maybe $4, right? But he will go and cut his own deal for $3.50. So the 50 cents, that's his.
Yeah.
As long as I get
the work done.
my work done, I'm okay. Again, that 50 cents could have still been added to get more.
True.
But hey, do you prefer losing 50 cents or losing everything? Because some people will go and take other people building pictures and send.
True.
Those things are normal. But if you have somebody that's giving you, 80% of your work, it's worth it.
True.
Especially if you believe in yourself, you believe in your dream. Also, very important, make sure you come on ground.
Monitoring yourself.
By fire, by force, you gotta be here.
Monitoring yourself. That's true. That's true.
Because if you're not here, it's not like the work not going to go through, but don't be reluctant to go and drag your work until you tell them, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Then they start fastening things out.
Yeah.
But when you here, when you pop in, when you are someone that pop in any town like me, I don't tell them, I just come.
Yeah.
As soon as chauffeur, be at the airport.
Come pick me
Hey
up.
bro, come pick me up. Wait me.
Everybody on their toe.
Now, but by the time you said I make an announcement, see you here. Going getting nana. Places that will be clean. I actually think, or I don't think that this place or like this building now has that issue because they are on top of everything that needs to be done.
Okay.
But I mean, like, it's just human being nature.
Nature, yeah.
You know, when you know that your CEO is around, it's try to put everything
In order.
So try your best by all means. Once a year is enough for you to come and monitor on what you got going on.
True.
But just as listen, people with you, that will be one of your challenge for finding the right person. They probably don't have right person, but finding someone that will at least put your word for.
Yeah.
I did an interview with Bitwin.
Okay.
And I said the same thing here. Again, don't make money with people that want to make money. Listen, do not make money with people that want to make money. Make money with people that want to make money with you.
How do you know they want to make money with you?
Because listen, if you make, you will know. If you make money with people that want to make money, any other opportunity come in, they will be gone.
True.
They're not thinking about you.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you want to, when you make money with people that want to make money with you, that means they believe in you, they believe in your dream, and they are pushing everything possible for that dream to come true because they know when you win, you will not forget them.
Yeah. Everybody win together.
Thank you. Again, I can't tell you how you will know, but your instinct will tell you, bro. If people can show themselves in many ways, even if they pretend, they will show themselves in many ways. You will literally know, like, this is not it. And don't hesitate to switch people.
Don't hesitate to let them go.
Don't hesitate to let them go. Because when you catch them the first time, let's assume, if I was going to actually keep my papi, I believe there was going to be a better strategy that he was going to come up with. If possible, it was probably going to end me wrong. But because that decision was made fast, quick, there was no time to do anything.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate. There are people down here that are waiting to work. When your engineer don't want to do what you want him to do, switching, there's somebody waiting the next day to actually take over, even brilliant than that.
Yeah. Somebody waiting the next day to replace
Job,
him.
that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you will lose money, but hey, man.
Thank you.
The work will get done.
That should be your ultimate goal, to get your work done.
Yeah.
And that's where we are having problem because people want to drag you down.
Yeah.
When you plan on finishing certain thing in 6 months, they're going to start working on it in 6 months.
Yeah. And then you come, you see an uncompleted building.
Thank you. So that's why you know beyond ground, if possible. If you can come every day, I mean not every day, but at least every year, twice a year, it will help you out big time. I'm telling you, because once they know you coming, and don't come in the same town, don't only come in December. You gotta know December.
Come middle of the year,
come anywhere, anytime when you feel that it's your 1 week or 1 month PTO time for you to come in, come. It's very important.
Okay, so we spoke about being able to trust people. We spoke about the engineers here that work here. There are some other things that, diaspora and Liberian find challenging when it comes to Liberia, like electricity. I wanted to ask you about that. How do you cope with electricity here?
It's actually a big deal, but...
electricity and water. Let me add water there too.
No, the water part is good.
Okay.
Water is good here because from what I noticed, I have a very good plumber.
Okay.
And a very good electrician. But when it comes to electricity part, you can't do anything because what we really just did was we got our own transformer.
Yeah, so we're outside there.
Yes, only for this big building. Transformer is way bigger for it, but I prefer that.
Yeah.
Because you never know what thing could happen. We might have a day or a week or a month where we are crowded everywhere.
Yeah.
And everything must be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, LEC is a bitch.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy because a lot be going on here. This place is a challenging area because every day we are fighting. I don't know whether the people say that wish or not wish, but for some reason, people make up my everybody will get quarrel when they all not get quarrel.
What?
I'm telling you, eh? I say, keep it down, just regular deal. That nothing happen. I tell how much I'm gonna poof. What thing happen when not happen? Hope you die.
Wow.
have to change a generator on. You always need a backup generator if you're having a business, even at your house. I mean, I can't really speak much on that, but the water is good because we dug a borehole.
Borehole,
Yeah, and then we have a system that's pump water throughout in the building, and very clean water.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know about the drinking part, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's clean enough.
Yeah. So what about staff that work finding people to? Anyway, you already spoke on that.
No, actually, finding people in Liberia, I went the wrong way.
How?
When I started, I went the very wrong way. But good thing about it is, I wouldn't say I went the wrong way per se, but I already said that. So I'll just say that the way I go, don't go. If I desire to have a business, like a business that you will require at least, let's say I'm gonna get like 10 people, 5 people. Right, 5 employees, 3 employees. I will require that. Don't set up a whole what thing in job fair.
Or like payment system or
No, like job fair.
Okay.
Don't do it. It's just gonna bring a lot of noise. Just make sure I realize and put a sign out there to do your own private background check on hiring people. And anybody want a job, don't just hire because of friends. Don't just hire because somebody recommend. Alright. I mean, I think that's something that everybody over there should know. But that American system I'm trying to bring here, I think that one system that don't work for Liberia.
Yeah, Liberia is different. It's a different territory.
So yeah, but payment system here is pretty much simple.
Yeah.
A lot of people here prefer through their mobile money. Some people just prefer cash.
Yeah.
So you can't really write a check. Because not everybody have an ID to actually go cash out. So you know what I mean. So you just
Not everybody got a bank.
not everybody even have a bank account. So you just have to find a way. I mean, you don't necessarily need a bank account to cash a check, but yet most people don't even have that time to move from here, go to the bank, or stay all that day. Especially when there's somebody that's sort of come to work the next day.
Yeah.
So in the morning. So you just pay them cash, do what you need to do. That's what it is.
Okay. So now the question is, would you recommend coming back to Liberia to build, or coming back to Liberia to stay, or coming back to Liberia to start a business?
Well, definitely I will encourage everybody to actually come back and build Liberia.
Okay.
Because this is us. You see, you can't come and visit because your lifestyle on our side is different from here.
Very, very different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you are used to 24-hour current. You are used to 24-hour Wi-Fi.
Washing machine. Yeah.
And all these things. And, you cannot come here, even though you will be able to hire somebody to do these things.
Yeah.
But we are the one that going to build this.
True.
So if you have a business and you have a great idea, if you have an idea that you feel that Liberian can benefit from, come in. Everything works here.
Okay.
I'm telling you, everything works. Everything will work here, bro. There's nothing that you cannot, you say you want to do in Liberia, you don't go.
You know why I'm asking everything? It's because some people can say, oh, the population is nice, so everything can work.
I didn't build that thing up there for Marshall people. I will tell you this for free. She didn't do this thing for Marshall people.
Although it's located in Marshall.
Of course it's in Marshall. Of course this is a Marshall bill. But how many people from Marshall
can afford to come?
Forget what they afford. Will actually take $15. I mean, not go far. $15 to come and take a shot of Hennessy.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody will do that.
Over 50% will not be able to.
Thank you. And you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, except for people that live in Marshall but not living in Marshall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we not from Marshall.
Yeah.
But I live here.
Yeah.
So when I come here, this will be my chill spot.
Yeah.
Like, you came here today, there was no way that you would be in Marshall and you're hungry, you're not sure here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yes, we are in the village, but we're trying to bring the city here.
And that's how development
development come about.
Yeah.
This strictly is a village. This particular small spot, I love this place. I really do, because one is quiet. I like quiet.
Very quiet.
So we are not doing it for, of course, the whole place be filled up for the local people. I have drinks for them. Okay. Literally.
I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I have all drinks. Like, literally, you're talking about, like, they are, what it is, any type of drink, Zopolo.
Yeah.
You name any type of drink that Liberian people can drink easily here. Yeah. I have it here. So But how many people will actually, like I just said, come in and have their $15
To buy a
or
shot.
$10 to buy a shot?
Not
Even
too
the
many.
food,
Yeah.
they will not even take $10
To buy
to
a
buy.
plate of
They
food.
would rather just go and pay a little $2,
LD
$3,
to the Kobo.
LD
To the Kobo,
shot and get it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Our people don't like the change, people that are here. So this is not for really them. It's for our people that want to come in so they can be comfortable, so they can still feel like they are home. That's the only reason why some of us don't these things, especially me. Like when I come, I want to be comfortable. Like when my friends come in, everybody show up, my artist friends and things, we decide to sit down, comedian friend come and sit down. We want to sit at a nice barber shop, and get a good fade, or go upstairs and get a shot and get a bottle of Henny, that we actually know, original, and drink it. That we know that our system are not gonna get messed up because we are drinking the same thing over there. Do you understand that part now?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. We still have things here for them, but there's certain places it's for our people. The people that are abroad that want to come here and feel comfortable. So yes, that should be your goal. I mean, I have a brother that was literally just bringing pepper rice in here and selling online and doing a delivery to the family. Do you understand that? Because he was not doing it to tell, like people say, nobody will buy a pepper rice for $120 here.
Yeah.
It will only be our people that are going to
the
buy
States,
that
and sell it to their
and
family.
send it to their family. So that's the whole point of us bringing business back home. So if we want a local or something, we would not build this type of building. I would just go build something small and just have outside open up just like everybody else is, and then people come and stay on the road. You see? So your goal should, again, everybody have a different mindset. Everybody have a goal. Everybody
has a target audience.
Thank you.
Every business has a target audience.
And you should have a target audience. My target audience is not my people down here. If they want a show, I throw a show here for them. I always do. You know what I mean? Anytime somebody come and say, see you, I think we're ready for the next one. I say, who y'all want to see? Okay, bring us this. I make the call into them. The last time they asked for Quanto, I brought Quanto. The last time they asked for King Dennis, I brought King Dennis.
Wow.
Yeah, that day I didn't want asking for it, but because of rainy season, nobody requesting nothing right now.
True.
But this is for them. This is light inside Marshall. This really is the place that brought light to Marshall. And the whole line from here there, that's all Lena. You know what I'm saying?
I might just get a drone footage before I leave off the building in the night.
So that's the whole point of this. So yes, I have a target audience. My target audience is my people that are over there, like my brothers, my sisters. They want to come in, they are still comfortable. They're still going to have the original Liberian food. I think you had some today.
Yeah, I had some.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You're still gonna have the original. You're still gonna eat the fish. You're gonna, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to certain things, you can't substitute that.
True.
And just the same way how when some people coming down here, they bring their water. They bring their little
quality
snacks.
over quantity.
Right. Don't simply mean that they don't like these, but for the time being, they gotta protect their stomach, gotta protect certain things, and that's why people do these things.
Okay, the last question is, what advice do you have for any young person watching this video who has seen what you have done here in Liberia and is inspired to do the same or wants to do the same?
Yeah, well, thing, I will tell you, you gotta be strong, Baba. You gotta be strong. Building or establishing anything in Liberia is no joke.
Okay.
But that don't mean that it's not doable.
True.
The Power also say that God gave the strongest battles to people that He believes can handle it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you will know whether the lab battle fit you or not. But I will tell you too, though, there are certain things. Don't push too hard for it if you know it, because you're going to end up losing. If it's not your spot, it's not your place. Like if you are not everybody can be a business person. When you understand this, yes, everybody wants to be, but not everybody can be. And some people just like the idea of being a boss, but they don't know how to be a boss. And you can't learn that.
No leadership mentality.
Right, and you can't learn that. You can't learn it. It gotta be in you.
Comes naturally.
It comes natural. So if you are someone that's just supportive, or just say someone that's just good at supporting, that's your calling. But again, anything in this country will work. Like I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah. That's what I took from this whole conversation.
It will work.
Anything in this country will work. So
Let
you
me
just
tell you
need
something.
to keep trying.
You see this? Ring?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the original one.
Okay, the ring light.
They're bringing the fake ones here. Guess what happened? It's selling.
It is a lot.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Every salon I go to, there's one of it.
Thank you.
There's one of it there. Everyone.
And you
Everyone has
understand?
one, yeah.
So, like, I be sitting there and be like, it's like you can literally choose to do anything.
Yeah.
It may be the only thing that I would tell you, our Liberian people, they will pretend not to support. By the end, at the same time, they will support it.
They will.
But they will just pretend
The
not to
business ain't no grow.
support it.
Yeah.
If you bring script club here, you may mad, but it will be on a cover. Our people are hypocrites. They like these things, but they don't want people to know they like the thing.
Yeah, it's like throwing stones and hiding your hand.
Thank you. They will press you by the air. They will go here and go enjoy that same. But if you mind that, I just putting that out just to give you an idea on our people. If you mind that, you will not move on to what you want to do in this Liberia. So again, I will repeat what I said earlier to people that want to come down here and establish something, maybe build a house or start a business, do something, right? If you don't take anything from here, take this one from here.
Anything can work here.
Anything can work here. 2, find someone that wants you win. That's your major task. Find someone that want to win with you. Find someone that won't grow with you. Find someone that won't make money with you. Again, if you guys need help in pointing out to certain things, like where can you get certain things from, like materials, from prices, or the right people to connect with certain materials or goods, or the right engineers. I don't know everybody, but I can tell you at least 4 engineers that will tell you that, okay, if you hire this, your work is gonna be done and it will be reasonable. If you hire this painter or the POP person or this person here, you will have exactly what you want without no noise and in time. If you guys have any questions at all, do not hesitate. Just let my boy know, he will shoot me up. Or better yet, hit in the comment section. Yeah. And definitely we are going to check it out and we're going to help you out there.
I don't know, do you want me to maybe put your Instagram handle on the...
Yes, please.
Okay, so we'll put his Instagram handle on the screen so you can contact him. Just in case you have more questions about, moving to Liberia and settling in. Do you understand? So thank you for being on the channel, Mr. Eddie King. Yeah. It was nice having you.
Man, it was really nice. When you hit me up, I was like, I've seen this guy video. That party dog guy has it. And my Paul come and said, my man, I don't care what you do. When you get back in the country, you gotta hear that ball. I said, so when I went there today, I saw that he texted me first. I said, oh shit, that guy texted me a long time ago.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, but I appreciate you for coming through, man. I'm glad. I really hope that you like this place.
I love it.
And there shouldn't be you coming to just
no. Anytime on this road, I will stop.
Anytime on this side, stop here.
Anytime.
And as time go by, we will definitely talk about the next project.
I hope I'll be a part of it, to showcase
you're forced to be part of your own part. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming through, man. This is love. This is what Liberia need. We just need to keep doing more and more and more of these. This is Liberia is all we have, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, Liberia is all we have. Love you guys, man. Thank you for all the support. Whenever you actually hit Liberia, come and check us out in Marshall Highway at King Plaza. Once you get to Boston, ask any of the motorbike bonnet. You go in King Plaza, you can't miss it. It will bring you straight.
You can't miss it, guys. You can't miss it.
Straight.
Another thing, don't mistake it for the other building I copy him.
Say King Plaza.
Just say King Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So if you like this video, like the video and subscribe to the channel and become a part of the family. If you're watching this on Facebook, click the profile, follow me, and become a part of the family on that side. Until next time, I'm Fizzle. He is Eddie King. Peace.